Blaine and Max are at the hospital when they bump into Sophia and Catherine. Blaine takes Max back to his room and then goes to meet Sophia and Catherine at the front entrance. They go to dinner at a 5-star restaurant and then take a walk downtown. Blaine is bored and wanders off to have a moment to himself. He sees a woman dressed in a cartoon costume of a bald man. The woman's voice sounds familiar to Blaine. Blaine realizes that the woman in the costume is Zoey. He is furious and glares at her. Zoey panics and runs away. Will Blaine catch Zoey? What will happen when Blaine and Zoey talk? How will Catherine react when she finds out that Blaine has a son?
Zoey, if it's really you inside that costume, you're dead for sure. Zoey grabbed her bald head to keep it in place and ran away in her costume in a clumsy panic. Blaine chased after her without thinking. Now he was positive that it was Zoey inside the costume. "You'd better not let me catch up to you, otherwise you're finished!" Blaine shouted at her costumed back as she fled. Zoey dodged and weaved through the crowded street, struggling to run in the awkward costume. But why was Blaine even chasing her? What the hell was he trying to do? Zoey's breath was growing short when she suddenly saw a sign ahead directing people to the restrooms. Zoey burst through the bathroom door and slammed it shut behind her. Panting heavily, Zoey took off the bald man's head and sat on the toilet lid to catch her breath. Bang! Zoey jumped as the bathroom door suddenly flew open and smashed into the wall. Then, with another loud bang, the door was ruthlessly slammed shut and locked. Blaine watched Zoey with fiery eyes. He was slightly out of breath, and a thin layer of sweat seeped through his white shirt. "What are you trying to do?" However, in that exact moment, the phone in Blaine's pocket rang. Zoey's eyes went wide. For a moment, it was as if her breathing had stopped. "Huh?" Sophia's suspicious voice came from outside the door. He immediately muted his phone without hesitation. Zoey's eyes widened in disbelief. In this situation, Blaine actually dared to kiss her. Did he not know that the people standing outside were his mother and his future wife? Outside the restroom, Sophia finally gave up. "Mom, let's go back to the corner and retrace our steps. We'll probably run into him that way." As soon as the two women walked away, Blaine let go of Zoey. Zoey clutched the bathroom wall beside her, panting as she glared at the man in front of her. She felt wronged and annoyed. "Blaine, you lunatic!" Finally, he straightened his clothes and gave her a light smile. I never understood until tonight how exciting sneaking around could be. Blaine turned around, pushed open the door to the bathroom, and calmly walked out. As Blaine calmly walked out of the ladies' room, he could hear Zoey cursing his name. Several other salesmen were still there, doing their best to promote their products. Blaine walked up and told the salesman closest to him calmly, "I'll buy all the boxes you have here. Count them and tell me how much." "What?" The salesman was so surprised that he couldn't even close his mouth. Blaine frowned impatiently as he urged the man, "Count them, I don't have all night." "Sir, there are a total of 20 cases. Each case contains 50 individual boxes. So the total for all of them is $20,000. For such a good customer, I will give you 10% off, so your total is $18,000. We take cash or credit cards." No need for a discount. Charge me the full $20,000, but Zoey Fuller's name is to be written on the invoice, and she should earn the full commission on this sale. She's the one who convinced me to buy them. "What?" The salesperson thought he didn't hear Blaine clearly. Blaine raised his eyes and looked at him harshly. "Is there a problem?" No, of course not." "Tell her my surname is Dexter. She'll know where to send them." After Blaine said this, he walked away without looking back. Zoey finished her work and dejectedly walked back to her car. Throwing her bald head carelessly into the back seat, Zoey turned on the engine and started to drive home. Pulling into her driveway a short time later, Zoey turned off her car and sat there for a long moment, thinking about all that had happened that night. Zoey got out and shut the car door. As she was turning around to head inside the house, Zoey saw her. Sophia was standing in front of her house. Zoey looked at Sophia in astonishment. Under the dim streetlight, Sophia's black dress disappeared into the night sky, giving her a somewhat eerie appearance. Her face, which always had a gentle smile, was now so cold that it made Zoey shiver. When Sophia saw Zoey, she slowly approached her one step at a time, each click of her high heels seemingly more ominous than the last. It was Zoey's first time seeing Sophia like this. To be honest, Zoey felt a rush of apprehension watching her approach. She looked so intimidating. Then Zoey felt a bit silly and forced herself to calm down as Sophia stopped in front of her. "Sophia, you're looking for me?" Zoey asked. Sophia had slapped Zoey across the face. The sudden turn of events left Zoey dazed. "Zoey, how does it feel to be a..." "It's great. It's exciting, isn't it?"
Zoey stared at Sophia in disbelief, her hand instinctively touching the burning sting on her cheek. The slap had been hard, and it still echoed in her ears. Sophia, usually so gentle and composed, was now a stranger, her eyes filled with a chilling fury. Will Zoey be able to defend herself against Sophia's wrath? How will Blaine react when he learns of Sophia's discovery? And what will happen to Zoey's unexpected relationship with Blaine now that Sophia knows? Hi, Zoey here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Rekindled Heartache now.